Okay, so this is my presentation on Leonardo Pisano, also known as Fibonacci. So who was he exactly? Leonardo Pisano, better known by his nickname Fibonacci, was born to his father Guillermo and his mother Alessandra Boacci. Although being born in Italy, he was educated in North Africa where his father held a diplomatic position. His education was very different from what we know today. In his early life, Fibonacci was mentored by an Arab master and traveled to study other forms of mathematical work. We know he was set to study calculations in Syria, Egypt, Sicily, and Provence. Each country allowed him to study different methods of calculations and numerical systems. He's also responsible for writing the Liber Abaci, the first European work on Mediterranean and Indian mathematics. That's not all he did, however, as he also introduced the decimal system and other new arithmetic methods to Europe. So Fibonacci was an Italian mathematician born in 1170 and dying in 1240. He lived to the age of 70. No one knows the exact date of birth or date of death since little is known about him. His early childhood involved traveling the world to further his education, and after traveling for many years, he returned to Pisa in 1200. After returning home, he began writing and publishing his work. In 1202, he published the Liber Bacci, and later published Pratica Geometriae in 1220. 5 years later, he dedicated his book, the Liber Quadratorum, to Emperor Frederick II. In the same year, he published another work titled Philos, which comprised of solutions to problems proposed by Johannes of Palermo. Fun fact, Emperor Frederick II was a big fan of Fibonacci and his work. Sadly, his books De Minor Gusta and his commentary on Book X are lost. Back then, books had to be written by hand, and we're very lucky to still have access to some of his works. So his most famous achievement by far is the Fibonacci sequence. In this sequence, each number is the sum of the two previous numbers. So here, like 2 plus 3 equals 5, 3 plus 5 equals 8, and so on. So here are some of his works. The Liber Abaci is considered to be his most famous work, but some argue that the Liber Quadratorum is his more influential and more important work. So the reasons I picked them, first of all, I've always found the Fibonacci sequence interesting and wanted to learn more about it. I've never actually gotten to learn quite as much about him compared to other mathematicians, so that was another reason I chose him. And the last reason, I know he had some connection to the golden ratio, and I wanted to learn more about that. So researching Leonardo Fibonacci allowed me to discover his contributions in mathematics, specifically how he helped spread Mediterranean and Indian mathematical concepts. I also found it interesting how the ratio between the numbers in the Fibonacci sequence approaches the number A, also known as the golden ratio. And I feel like the freedom we got in who we got to research and how we got to present it was really great. And I think dressing up as a mathematician also added a nice element to it, and I really liked that. And the project in general was just really fun. So thank you guys for listening. Have a great day.